today, but it's this year, and it's called PlayStation All-Stars. Now, PlayStation All-Stars is where you get all of your favorite PlayStation characters and fight. That's pretty much it. But when it came out, the game was really hated. Really hated. And I can see why. Now, let's get on to the discussion. Now, I know PlayStation All-Stars, it's getting a cult following nowadays, like Medieval or Klonoa. So I was thinking, what if I wrote PS All-Stars? And I was thinking for pitching, like since the PS5 is out, they can take all 3 generations of the PlayStation 1, 2, 3, and make it, because PlayStation 4 doesn't have that much iconic characters attributes as those consoles. So what if they make a PlayStation All-Stars out of that? So here's my, not sequel, but reimagining, because everybody's been asking for a sequel. But honestly, I want a reimagining. So my reimagining is going to be, we should pick, actually I'm playing this right now, so this is going to be an unscripted video, but I hope like I can get this fully enough. I'll probably make a part 2 on the roster, because the roster is going to be big. But probably on that. So in the original, the story, there wasn't really any story. The only story that really connected was Nathan Drake and Sly Cooper's story. So maybe like, how about instead of them just being a all-star battle royale, maybe it could be like a battle arena type thing. Like they get into separate themes and they join forces to battle with other characters. That sounds like a good idea. So how about instead of like a Smash Brothers style game, it can have their own actual stories. Probably like Sonic Adventure, where every character had their 5 stories, but it's not a team. It's not like full like a character. It's on teams. So these teams go into different. These teams have stories and like battle arenas. Like they go into different battles, but morally they just try to get out the dimension they're in. As for the setting, it would probably be like a broken dimension. The villain would probably be Polygon Man. He was the villain in the original PS All-Stars, but sadly, he didn't really have anything to do. In fact, I don't even remember him being actually interacting with the villains. You just fight him, like, for no reason exactly. Maybe he tried to bring all the heroes together, maybe? That's why they went to that dimension, but it was just a freaking not that good. Probably his minions would be the Astrobots from PlayStation, because they do seem like good mascots for the platform. That would be the full-on story. But, like, the gameplay? Ooh, the gameplay. It wouldn't be Smash Brothers. In fact, I would make 5 levels of the characters so you can recognize their gameplay. And recognizing their gameplay would make you so recognizable to the character. So that's my ideal. Teams, I'll get to teams, but I just want to pay attention to the roster of characters. Now, this is going to be like a mini-series, which is really different from my channel, but I'm going to do a mini-series on what is the roster and what are the teams. First, I'm going to do with some PS1 characters. You can't have a PlayStation All-Stars games without any PS1 characters. So what were the PS1 characters in the original? We had Parappa the Rapper, Spike, Sir Daniel Fortescue, all that good stuff. And I like that roster of the PS1 characters. But where's Crash Bandicoot? Where's Spyro the Dragon? I mean, for a game called PS All-Stars, you're not gonna, get the guy who literally sold the PlayStation. So definitely add Crash and Spyro. But others, add Sweet Tooth back, Sir Daniel, Parappa the Rapper, definitely Spike from Ape Escape. Probably Klonoa. He was unpopular, but like he was a obscure character from PlayStation, but he's starting to get a cult following again, just like Sir Daniel Fortescue. So probably add Klonoa and Croc. Maybe Tomba, because Tomba is also getting some recognition. A lot of characters you can add. For PlayStation 2, probably add the platforming trio, Jak and Daxter, Ratchet and Clank, Sly Cooper, Fat Princess, because, bro, it's Fat Princess. Maybe Nathan Drake. Nathan Drake would be a good contender. Oh, and I forgot Lara Croft from the PS1 days. Probably some Final Fantasy characters, or Beyond Good and Evil characters, or even like Resident Evil characters. Simple. For PlayStation 3. I don't know what to say for PlayStation 3. Probably like Cole McGrath from Infamous. Like that. But I wouldn't know, because like something like I don't agree with some of the roster for PlayStation All-Stars. Like, why would you add 2 Coles? Really? And it's not Superbot's fault. It's simply because Sony or even PlayStation didn't give enough money to sell the game as much as Superbot wanted them to. And Activision wanted, like, I think $300 million for, like, not $300 million, but like $300,000 for like one Crash alone. But Activision and Sony are close now. So I don't think exactly if Crash is like, would Crash be in the game? Presentation, I would make it just like the original. Probably like, I like how the track trailers were. So maybe like for the presentation, it could be like, again, 5 levels of your favorite characters to get, you know, invested into gameplay. Here would I phrase it, like, you get 2 characters, right? No, 1 character, and you put him in a setting they already been through before, which is attacked by Astrobots, because there can be PlayStation minions. And, you know, they have Ratchet and Clank or Jak and Daxter to see what's going on. And Polygon Man says they've been contended to join a arena to see who's the best and strongest PlayStation character or something. And then they battled off one by one with different teams. Now I've been thinking of 2 teams. Teams of people who are RPG, combat, and platforming. Feel free in the comments below on who should be like on the teams. I was thinking a team where Lara Croft, you know, Uncharted's Nathan Drake, Spyro the Dragon, because he's a collector too, and Sly Cooper. They all collect stuff, so they can be on a team. They have like, they don't have the same gameplay, but they have the same, you know, type of things. They collect stuff, so that would be a great team, or a good team nonetheless. And maybe like Kratos, not like, man, maybe he can, like, Polygon Man can trick him into be, like, he's the Ghost of Sparta. I don't really play that much God of War, so I don't really know Kratos' story. But I know that something has to do with, oh man, something has to do with the Ghost of Sparta. So that's all I have to say about PlayStation All-Stars. I'll do a sequel. Of course I'll do a sequel on this to see how many characters would be, you know, offered. And the roster, I'll do a sequel on the roster and the teams. But I'm calling off. My name is Giancarlo Davis. This is KimmyGal420. See ya.